5 years as a videographer taught me something I didn't expect, that progress is a lot slower than I thought it would be. And most people don't quit videography because they aren't talented or good enough. They quit before year 5 because no one teaches the lessons that actually matter. I've spent the last 5 years working as a videographer, freelancing, working with marketing agencies, and building my own content online. And this video is what I wish someone had sat me down and told me in the beginning. If you're early in your journey, I want to save you years of confusion, comparison, and self-doubt. Let's get into it. The first lesson is this: showing up beats talent early on. When I look back at my first videos, whether freelance work or early YouTube videos, they were not great. They were awkward, they were a bit slow, I was overthinking often, but the thing that actually moved me forward, it wasn't confidence, it was repetition. Every shoot taught me something new. Every edit that I tried was easier than the next one, and every upload chipped away at that inner fear that I had. Progress didn't come from suddenly getting good at everything, but it came from not stopping. So here's the application. Film something every week. Do it for yourself, even if it's small, even if it never gets posted. And stop waiting until you feel ready, because that feeling almost never comes. Lesson number 2, people hire people that they trust. Some of my earliest and most meaningful jobs didn't happen because I had the best camera. They happened because somebody trusted me. And look, I want to show you. I shot projects for one of the largest churches in South Louisiana, First Baptist Covington, on this, my very first camera, the Sony a6500. This is a small APS-C camera. It's one of the most affordable on the market right now. I also did some work for one of the largest nonprofits in Acadiana, Habitat for Humanity. I filmed on this small little camera. This is the Sony ZV-E10. It is marketed for content creators, but I picked it up because it was affordable. I needed something really small and lightweight, and I was on a budget, as most people are in the beginning. Both of these cameras are not flashy. They are not the top of the line in the camera market, but here's the thing. I showed up to work with these, I communicated clearly, and I followed up with my clients. And that matters a lot more than what specs are in these cameras. So the takeaway is really simple. You need to be clear, you need to be on time for sure, and you need to be easy to work with. The gear will come later, but right now trust is gonna open the door first. If you're just getting started as a creator, but you feel overwhelmed by what gear to buy, I made a free video starter kit. It's a one-page list full of beginner-friendly equipment that I have personally owned and tested. Gear like a quality camera, a microphone, and a tripod, all without breaking the bank. You can grab my list for free using the link in the description. Let's get back to the video. Lesson 3 might be uncomfortable, but it is important. Early on, experience is more valuable than money. Some of my fastest growth came from either cheap or just free work. I've been volunteering with the tech team at my church for over 7 years now. I have learned so much over the years about cameras and lighting and stage design. The technical directors over there have just been incredible mentors to me. Church happens 52 Sundays out of a year, so that's lots of opportunities for me to get involved, get behind a camera, have some fun, and just give back in service to my church. I've also been a crew member on a lot of short films locally, whether it was for a friend of mine or for someone's business. You know, I just showed up for free. I wanted to learn as much as I could. I've also shot several music videos for free just because I wanted the experience to be on set, to learn how to work with an artist, how to communicate a team, and to direct as well. Those projects early on really helped build my confidence, and they showed me what I liked, what I didn't like, and things that I never wanted to do again. They also taught me how to work with people, manage those expectations on a set, and handle the pressure of being, the director of a team. And so let me be clear on this. You're not gonna wanna stay cheap forever, but you don't wanna despise those early beginnings either. They often are some of the best lessons that you'll learn. Lesson 4 is one that I had to learn the hard way, and that's not every opportunity is your opportunity. In 2023, I was doing freelance work, I was posting on YouTube, and I was trying to say yes to literally everything. I had no real schedule, I didn't have any rest, and I didn't have any hobbies in my life. And eventually videos started to feel like a chore. before. I was getting tired all the time, I was resentful, and I couldn't tell if I was building a career or just surviving week to week. Burnout didn't come from working hard, it came from never stopping. So here's the lesson I learned the hard way that you can avoid. Protect your energy. Learn when to say no, even if it feels scary, because sustainability matters a lot more than momentum. The fifth lesson is probably the most important. The best videos come from connection. When I think about my early projects, one of my favorites was working with the nonprofit Savannah Smiles. It's a nonprofit that's based in my hometown, and they help families who are grieving with the loss of a child. Their organization and the family who runs it are very close to me and to my family. And so being able to use my skills, being able to use my craft of storytelling and interviews, putting these videos together for them was a really special moment for me. Another special one for me was doing videos for Habitat for Humanity. Their whole mission is to help people get out of poverty and to help them into affordable housing. The videos I did for them was an overview of their year, an overview of their mission and where they want to go forward. And it was really special to get to film some of the families who were moving into their brand new homes. It was a really cool thing to be a part of. One of my favorite projects that I've ever done is when I sat down and interviewed my parents for their 60th birthday. It was a really special moment to sit down with them for just an hour, have an extended conversation, hear stories that they've never shared before. And what really matters a lot to me is that I now have this video of them that I can show my kids, that I can show my family, and my parents are not gonna be around forever. And so to have this moment captured on video, this really sweet, intimate conversation is one of the most special things that I've been a part of. None of these videos were the most technical or the highest budget thing that I've been a part of, but that actually doesn't matter. What does matter is that these were the most human connections that I've had on video and using my skills. The people in the videos felt seen. They felt comfortable and they trusted my process. And great video isn't about pressing the right buttons, but it is about listening. So if you want to get better, I want you to learn how to make people feel comfortable on camera. Learn to be present and to use the camera as a tool. 5 years now of videography, marketing, social media, it's not all that special, but it is uncommon. If you're still in the game and you're still learning and showing up, then you're already ahead of most of the people who started. You don't need a viral video and you don't need the perfect setup. You just need patience. You need to get some reps in and you need a long-term mindset. So that way 5 years from now, you'll be really glad that you didn't quit. My name is Harrison. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. I make content every week for people trying to build a meaningful and creative life. And I'll see you guys in the next one.